Hello, Internet. Welcome to the Nerd Sanctuary. This is Yami,
And Zato.
and I've gone a bit overboard with the video game purchasing this month. I can admit it. Plus, a lot of them were old that were only like $5, so I didn't spend too much, except for that one collection I bought.
Collection.
This is just be like a game pickup video. Zato's going to talk about some of the games he got, but he doesn't actually have them with him, so it's just going to be talking about
sad face.
Real quick, just something I'm happy about personally. At the time of this recording, Kerbifer, the guy behind the Tome series and the Tome video game, he actually just did my character the other day, and it looks amazing. And he has said that I can use the mugshot for my YouTube channel, so I'm gonna do that.
It looks cool. I love it. I like the animations. If you haven't checked it out, you really should. If you're interested or if you're a fan.
Like, I made it very like Mega Man Zero-esque.
Oh, it's Mega Man Zero-esque.
And he delivered on that. Like, but he also changed enough stuff up to where it's not like, in dangerous territory. But it is awesome, and like, I played the demo of the game. Like, it was an early build, like pre-alpha, I guess you'd say, because the game's not even finished. Like,
I think that's why you're playing gameplay. It's for an RPG. It actually is pretty cool. Like it has that. It looks like it has the. You ever played Battle Network? It has like that. Battle Network-esque.
Well, Battle Network was actually one of the like early inspirations for the first Tome animation series. I told you about that, where they mainly used Mega Man Zero sprites, like edited them a bit.
It looks really. It does look interesting. It looks cool. I like the. They have like this. Well, he has like this. Really specific elemental triangle, weapon triangle type thing going on. Like if you ever play the Digimon games, it's like almost similar to that. Like it's not Pokemon. Virus. If you have virus or where does he have like neutral human flame guy or
there are like 3 different characteristics to choose from. Between,
it's really interesting. I
body
like
type, elemental type, and like your specialty.
It's got like that. It's got a lot of mixed into it. It's like Pokemon typings mixed with like
RPG character creation aspects.
It's really cool.
It's like you can be like humanoid, some amorphous blob, an animal type, shit like that. I know you.
I'm not a furry, but I love him.
I wonder if there's been like very many like mentions on YouTube, like on this channel of me calling you a furry. So I think I've actually like avoided that for the most part.
I'm not a furry,
at least on.
But I love Fenrir, Vanguard Fenrir.
But so for mine, I decided to make him a humanoid with the neutral element, because neutral element can use like different attacks with like all the elements. Keep them a little balanced and stuff. And a swordsman, because Mega Man Zero. But actually, at the time we're doing this, the video where we did like the Smash Bros predictions came out already, and we really sold Gunvolt pretty hard.
Gunvolt.
Yeah, but I'm getting on to the main point of the video. Like, Zato, what games have you bought this month?
Oh damn! I recently just had one in my car. I forgot to even pull it out.
I have it with you.
I have it with me, but it's fine. I didn't really talk about it. I bought Bayonetta 2 because I saw a recent. Well, I bought it before. I have this like little trend where like whenever, and I don't ever realize it, when I buy a game, apparently a couple months from now, or maybe a year from now, they like, or I haven't even seen it, they announce like a sequel or the next game of it. So I was like, man, I've played Bayonetta 1, I really want to play Bayonetta 2, I've been waiting for it. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to buy it and play it out. I really liked it. It was And then I looked online recently, and I was just like, oh, they already announced the Bayonetta 3? Like, man, I didn't even know.
I think they did that during E3.
And another game that I bought, and I think I bought this last week or 2 weeks ago, and I looked it up, and they're already making a remake of this next year. And I was like, wow, it's been like 10 years, but it's crazy. I recently went and bought Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story because I really wanted to play that game a lot. And I never had the privilege of having a DS when I was a child. So when I got it, beat it, loved it, and then looked online because I like the OST, and I happen to go upon they're making a Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story and Bowser Jr.'s something remake, and I was like, what? So you mean I have to play this game again with new OST? Oh, that's so dope. But again, I always have this trend where I buy a game not knowing if there's going to actually be a sequel coming out or something
nice.
later on. So yeah, that, and then I think I also recently purchased God of War.
You think? You're not sure?
Shut up. I did. All I can say about that game is that
Boy.
man, be lucky you're not born if you're born a girl. Be proud. Oh God. I mean, other than that, I took it back because I really didn't want it. I bought it's a Sonic. I've tried Sonic Lost World just because
Really?
I've never played any of the other Sonic games. I liked it to an extent. Yeah, Wii U.
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't have a Switch yet, but I have a Wii U.
You need to get a Switch. It is a great console.
That was also something I played, and what I'm playing now, along with God of War, is because I challenged my friend. I said I would do it. It's not really hard, and I've seen playthroughs of it, and I really want to do it. I've been doing the 3-heart challenge for Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Right now, what I'm doing, I went straight to Ganon because I just want to beat Ganon straight out, and I did. I beat all the blights, and I got to Calamity Ganon, but of course I died to like stupid stuff like the controller dying or pulling out a bow or killing. I've killed myself multiple times, actually. It's been retarded shooting bomb arrows on the ground that I didn't realize were getting shot.
Dude, I once died in that game because I didn't realize, arrows were affected by weather. So
that's another thing.
So yeah, at the volcano, I pulled out a bomb arrow and...
But that's all I've been... That's my story of games I've really been getting. Of course, I got more of a list coming on later, but pretty basic.
Back on God of War, actually, I actually want to play that game, but I got like all these collections I gotta go through first. I really need to get better.
Be honest, you kind of don't have to play them because I've heard
it's like a soft reboot, but still, I've seen gameplay and there's mention of stuff in the other games.
Yeah.
Like, spoilers for old games. Zeus being Kratos' dad. Athena actually shows up as like a hallucination at one point.
Spoiler alert.
And I was in the game. I did say spoilers.
Yeah.
I prefaced it that it was spoilers for the old games, but
spoils.
There's a lot of mentions to the older God of Wars in it, so I want to be enriched in that lore before I get into the new one.
Feel the essence of God of War.
So, firstly, I've just seen people playing the game. How is it from a gameplay standpoint?
It is very. I like. Well, how I'm playing it is what's making the game really fun for me. If you ever played like stuff like The Last of Us or anything like that, they don't have like a health bar or like a meter or anything on that. It's just like kind of go straight through the game and whatever happens.
So was there a way to turn off?
Yeah, it's called immersive mode. If you guys ever played it, go in immersive mode. It basically literally turns off the health HUD when your special skills are ready, your stats, everything off, and you're just like immersed into like this very cinematic-esque game, and it's so cool. Like it's really
the compass. Does it turn off the compass too?
It turns off everything. So you're literally just going throughout the world like blank, like. It's just...
And you're totally lost, aren't you?
You're not lost. No. I mean, it's really hard to get lost in this game. I will admit, it is sort of linear. It gives that linear, like...
I've heard the game tricks you into thinking that it's open world.
Yes. Yeah. It does. But that's besides the point. It's so immersive and it's so fun. It just gets you, like... If you're, like, a completionist like me, like, there's little things that you don't notice or you don't see because, like, you have all this, like, stuff in the way. And it just, I don't know, it adds, like, it makes you, when you play a game that doesn't have lots of HUDs around, it makes you more aware of, like, your surroundings or stuff like that. And, like, you're not too... Mentally, if you're, like, playing a game and you have a health bar, you tend to play, if your health is full, you tend to play more recklessly because you're like, oh man, I got all this health, I can do whatever the heck I want until like I get to like this.
Since you don't know where your
Yeah,
health
since
is,
you don't know where it's at, you just got to be like, all right, do I need to go into this and do this? It's really fun. If you haven't got God of War, even if you're not a God of War like fan, if you never tried it out, it's really fun.
I've seen stuff in the old God of Wars, and they look super fun, super like not kid friendly.
They aren't.
No.
I can't say this one it really is either, but it's a lot
they
of.
toned it down a bit.
Yeah, you get a lot of, like you said. I understand why you're going to play all other games. If you played the other games, you get a lot of nostalgia within the game. So it's just like, wow, that's pretty cool, and all that sort of stuff. So, really cool game. I love it.
I definitely want to hit the whole series before I jump in a new one. Then I have so many games I need to beat that I can't be buying more.
Your Crucible list that are still unfinished.
That's why a lot of these older games I picked up were actually games I've beaten before.
Understand.
So I don't need to go through that again. They're just part of the collection.
What do you want to go through this list? Or?
Well, first, I'm actually going to bring up the game that I've been playing the past couple days. It's on the shelf down here real quick.
I'm surprised. I thought you were playing the other one.
What? God of War?
Oh, that one.
Oh, Crash?
Above it.
Sly Cooper?
Above it, just one more. Yeah.
I've actually beaten the first game on that already.
Yeah, I thought I saw you playing it.
But I'm playing the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. I actually beat the first two games back in like, I don't know, February. But then I took a break to do other games, Sly Cooper and the like. But now that I've taken that break and I'm getting back to this, I'm enjoying myself.
Very cinematic. I love all the big chase scenes. They're not chase scenes, but they have a lot of these like really big. Which ones have you played?
Like running guns. I've played the first two, and now I'm on the third one.
Which one had the train scene?
Oh, that was the second one.
The scenes like that, they have like these really big animation.
Yeah, you're trying to get to the front of the train
while all this other stuff is happening.
Oh, you're talking about the intro where like the train's wrecked and you're climbing up.
No, the train is running, and you have to like get to the front. Like, you have to.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like they have lots of scenes like that, and it's like that's what makes that to me. I was like, oh my god, it's like a movie scene because if you mess it up, you really do mess up.
It's kind of like an interactive Indiana Jones.
It's super interactive
with a more smart-ass main character. Like he's very snarky and sarcastic, and that's like.
It's not one of those games where it's just like you know it's going into a cutscene and then you come back and you do something. No, it's all like you're enacting the cutscene and you can mess up the cutscene, and that's what makes it cool.
And of course, you gotta love Victor Goddamn Sullivan.
Oh my god, best character.
I love him.
MVP.
I love Sully.
I'm surprised. I didn't realize you were playing that.
I don't like the shoehorned in female characters though, just for like giving him a love.
She wasn't she. No. Wait till you. I've
played through the first two.
Wait till the third one.
The third one we're dealing with Chloe right now.
Does that one have the fourth one? Or
it
no? It
does not.
Okay.
The fourth one came out like right around the same time this did.
Oh, okay.
But if you see it right here, it gives you access to the multiplayer beta of the fourth one.
Interesting.
Which I am going to get to eventually, once my list drops down a bit.
Never.
Yeah, because
Sonic 06 isn't on that.
Oh, Sonic 06 is in that shelf over there. It's in a timeout. It knows what it's did and it needs to reflect
the forbidden leap of time.
It's right down there with Mighty Number 9. Moving on to the games I've actually bought this month. I got quite a few, and I think I found out what my problem with the lighting in here is. Like, there's a light bulb missing out there.
Possible.
But in order of like how old they are, first is Shadow Man for the PlayStation 1. I definitely need better lighting in here. It's bugging me. Maybe put an LED strip right above the camera to like brighten it a bit. But this game, it sucks. just outright it sucks.
I've never played it, but that was a good representation of what that game was like.
It's not good. It shows its age, and it's boring.
It's probably good for its time. Don't bash it now. It's probably.
When I was a kid, I had this on the N64, and like it had one like minor jump scare moment, but being 8 years old, that scared me away from this game for a while.
I understand.
But it's basically like a platform shooting type thing. I never even really got very far in it because it's just that bad.
Shadow Man.
And moving on to the PS2 games, I got Tony Hawk's Underground 2, which, anyone who hasn't played a Tony Hawk's game, what are you doing with your lives?
I will say that. I mean, like, I'm not a Tony Hawk fan, but I have played one. Like, I think the one I remember was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, something along those lines. I just like doing the tricks. I never really paid attention to the story or doing the missions. I just did the tricks, and it was fun.
I'm not a skateboard guy, but the Thug series, as it's known, because, THUG. A lot of people just call them Thug.
Oh, the Thug. Oh, wow. Okay.
Tony Hawk's Underground, great game series. Glad to have this back. My family had this when I was younger, and playing with me and my brothers, great. There, got a little bit of indigestion. It's weird.
Yep.
Moving on. Getting the lighting for this is weird. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3.
Man, I have so many memories of that game. Not even like memories of not only having it, but looking for it. I've never my cousin showed me this game, and it was by far. I was like, God, this is like back during the Ultimate Ninja series of stuff. I was just like, man, this game is so hype.
Yeah,
especially after watching. I think it literally came out after the Naruto Sasuke fight in the show. I was like, oh my God, I really got to get this game, and I could never find it at any store. No GameStop, no Target, no Walmart, nothing. And I literally just had to borrow it from my cousin. And then, of course, when like PS3s and Xbox 360 came out during the prime days, Storm was out, and I finally found this, and I was like, well, crap. I mean, I still like it.
Well, the new thing's out, the new better thing. So, but I don't even remember how I originally got this game, but this one I actually got on eBay.
I love that game. That game holds a special place. At least Naruto holds a special place in my heart. But like games like that, like Ultimate Ninja 3 and like the Clash of Ninja games, they really hold like a special place.
Yeah, by the way, a lot of these games I picked up this month, they are Naruto games.
So I'm not gonna bash on it. It was really fun. Like there's
Oh, and dude, getting Chidori for like use with any character, and same with the same.
Lots of other things.
I was like, what? And the funniest thing was having a Rock Lee used for Sengoku.
Rasengan.
My old neighbor, he had no idea. He was like, how did you get those guys to have those moves? Like, what did you do? And we're like, honestly, we don't know. we don't remember what we did. But that's it for the PS2 games. Now on to the 2 GameCube games I have. I have both of the Clash of Ninja games. I'm pretty sure they only released 2 before they moved on to a Clash of Ninja Revolution for the Wii.
I think so.
These games are pretty simplistic, especially Clash of Ninja 1. There's only like 8 characters.
I like the fact that it had a slight combo system to it. Like if you really played it enough, like you can do like slight combo canceling and like comboing into like your ultimates at the time for them. I think I played more of Rebel. Like I played Clash of Ninja 2 for it. But I think I had it for the Wii, so I was playing like Revolution and Revolution 2, and I really enjoyed those, especially using the GameCube controller. So like I already knew that the old school ones were probably just as good. And
well, I remember middle school going to my friend's house, and he had these games, and we're like, oh, cool, a Naruto game. It was before I had Ultimate Ninja 3. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. We should totally play. And like, I kept getting my ass kicked because new to a game, my friend owned it.
If there was any game Naruto game that I could say I truly enjoyed, I think I enjoyed it just for the fact that there were truly overpowered characters and they just didn't give a crap. Was if you ever played Broken Bond for like the 360.
Well, I played a little bit of that.
Okay, just tiny bit. All I gotta say is Itachi.
Or
Tamari,
the 4th Hokage in the Ultimate Ninja games. He was broken.
Oh my God! Just in the terms of characters that can literally when they move, it's just like a blink. Like you're just moving like this. Itachi just literally, that's all he did the whole time. And Tamari was just even, you just have to, I've had so many bad memories of the game, but they were good. Like, it was more like, oh man, my friend would get pissed that I'm doing something. So let me pick this stupidly broken character and just wail on your crap.
Shino was kind of broken in a lot of the games too.
I mean, if you want to go back to the old, well, not old, but like if you played the original, well, the Storm 2, back in the day, Data and like Pain were just annoying as heck to deal with, especially Data because there was no way to like counteract what he's doing.
Yeah. Going back to Ultimate Ninja 3 for a second, I have had Ultimate Ninja 4 for a while, and like personally,
honestly, I've never enjoyed 4. I had
No.
4, and I know it was like for the Shippuden hype, but like I think it was what slightly contributed to me not liking it was because we had like, well, in America at least, we had like delayed Shippuden for so long that I wasn't even hyped for when 4 came out. I'm like, I don't even know what half these characters are, and it doesn't even look that interesting.
Yeah, there was like
and
a year or
I
two
think
of a
Storm was already in the process of being created, and Storm was just was going through all of the basically Ultimate Ninjas 1 through 3, and I'm like, what's the point of playing this? Because it's just like,
I gotta say, like the single player experience for Ultimate Ninja 4, pretty good, pretty solid. Like the traversal, like you could do that shadow dash thing where you like disappear into black lines.
Interesting.
It was pretty solid that way, but I'd definitely say Ultimate Ninja 3 was a lot.
Probably the best one. It beat 2, and 2, I loved 2.
I have not played 2.
2 was.
I think I played the original 3 and 4.
The original was definitely original. I can tell you that it was not bad. It was not good. It wasn't bad, but it definitely was not up to. It was just an excuse to get out of an Naruto game for once.
Yeah, but this is a great game.
Since the series was like really good, they made a lot of Ultimate Ninja games. I remember playing the ones on the PSP when the PSP was a thing before it died. They had like the Ultimate Ninja Heroes, like
I remember
offset games, and that was actually really fun too because they introduced like unique team names, and I think that's what got me into because I always played with like Team Genius, which was just Shikamaru, Neji, and Sasuke.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, they have an extreme amount of chakra. They can just get chakra from nothing.
Did you ever play like the Game Boy Advanced Naruto games?
Oh, those were even fun too.
Yeah, those were great.
Ninja Advanced, Naruto,
Naruto
Ninja Academy, Ninja Council. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh my god, Ninja Council 2 was my game. I love Ninja Council 2.
Yeah.
I loved all of them, but God,
Naruto's just had like a way of having fun games, like and with Shinobi Strikers coming out maybe this year.
I don't know. There's a bit.
They put character creation in a Naruto game. That's one of the things I love about character creation. I love the Dragon Ball Xenoverse games because customization and the gameplay. But moving away from Naruto for a sec. But don't worry, we'll be back. Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series.
I never really played any of the Telltale series games, so.
I mean, this was my first
Telltale series
foray into the Telltale games, and it was awesome. Like, gameplay is simplistic to the point of being non-existent. Like, you mainly walk around, examine stuff, and do some quick time events. The choices you make, like, it really feels like they matter, and it's just like sometimes when you make a choice, you think it's for the best, then it spirals out in a way you didn't even think would happen. And I've never really been the biggest Guardians fan, but between this and Batman, I don't like. I'm not gonna say I don't like Batman, but I'm less interested in Batman than I am the Guardians.
Marvel. DC, Marvel, which one?
Now, if they were to do the Flash Telltale game, or Spider-Man.
Reverse Flash. Yeah. You're just me, but backwards.
Obvious Spider-Man fan, and obvious Flash fan. I have a Flash mask somewhere. Or cowl. Is it a mask or a cowl? I think technically it's a cowl.
I don't know what you would call that.
I don't know. I think like if it only covers half the face and it's part of a hood, it's considered a cowl. I don't know.
Coward. That's what I call that.
Point is, good game. Good entry into the Telltale games. I'm excited to see like what else they do. I'm actually thinking about getting Life is Strange because it's
Life is Strange is very
similar to these.
Yes and no.
But they put in that like time travel mechanic.
It's very meant for the people who like they actually have a suicide hotline for people who like, if you're really going through have the problems that they're talking about in Life is Strange, like you can
Wow.
communicate with people. But it's the game is really deep. I'll give it that. Like it does have its feel moments.
Yeah.
I have Life is Strange. I
Like the physical version.
digital. It's only digital, but
I
like
love physical.
I
games,
remember
so
I played them, and yeah, your decisions really do make the biggest impact on the game.
Mhm.
And I think I got to chapter 4 or so, and I was just like, I stopped playing for a minute because I was just like, holy crap! Had I not done like what I did this before, but I thought what I thought was right, it was just like, man, that's so crazy, and then it gets you in the fields and all that sort of stuff. But I hear like the last chapter, which I've still eventually I'm gonna play it.
Really, they have like a prequel game out now.
Yeah, I know, but like I just like I have both, so like I'm playing through them, and I didn't play Life is Strange when it first came out. Like I played it because I kept hearing about it. There's like, oh man, this game is really emotional. It really gets you into it, and it makes you think about like life and all this sort of stuff. So and it really did. It's really deep.
I don't play games to have an existential.
You will though. Like that's one of those things where you will. Maybe not at the end, but you will.
So I've actually been looking into like how to do a charity live stream, like how to go about doing that. And maybe if I do that, I'll play the new Life is Strange because why not? It seems like a good game to work with it.
Suicide. It's very deep. It's but that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a very deep game, and I would like I said, I went into that game blind. Like I originally wanted to play it because it was made by Square Enix, and they make Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, all that type of games. And I was like,
big fanboying there.
Yeah, I was fanboying. I was like, they've never disappointed me with any games, so let me go into this, and I was just like, man, I wasn't ready for this. Like it's enough action. It's not even an action-based game, but it's enough for you to do in that game that just you're so immersed into it that it's little simple things, and the little things that you do make a big that actually make a big situation going on. Like small steps are like, do I check the mail or not? Like little things like that, and it makes like, man, if I would have checked the mail, maybe this such and such wouldn't have died. That didn't happen. Of course, it's not spoiled. That nothing happened. But little things like that. It's like, oh, because you didn't check the mail, you weren't able to find out that your Netflix subscription expired. And now you have to it's cool. So like, if you do play it, man, I gotta see that because it's one of those. It's a good game. I'll tell you that right now, and I'm actually excited for the prequel. I do want to play the prequel. It's just
no time travel mechanic though, so that might
and that's what
that bogs it down a bit.
A little bit. What's funny is that what really messes with you in that game is the fact that you have the choice to make, like, if you don't like the choice, you have a slight bit amount of time to rewind and change it, but it's just like one of those things where it doesn't matter because, like, shoot, do I really want to do this? And it just it's really deep. I'm not going to get more into it, but
so it's May now, and I just want to point out I have played the demo for Detroit Become Human.
Oh yeah, I heard
that's another one of those games too where it's like very like look around, check stuff out, and make decisions, and I love it. It's a good game, great game. I can't wait for it to come out. I just wish I could get it like day one, but I'm trying to make my money work more in the long. Like I have pre-orders for the new Spider-Man game, Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 is almost paid off, and the My Hero Academia game, of course. Or as it's known in America, My Hero One's Justice. They took out the word academia. I guess to like make it less of a mouthful to say, but it's still a mouthful. But if it wasn't for that stuff, I would definitely get Detroit Become Human. But I am planning on getting a PlayStation 4 Pro soon. To make the experience of those 3 games I pre-ordered better. Maybe after we're done doing this, me and you can play through the demo of Detroit for a video.
No.
Not interested?
No, I'm interested, but I'm gonna wait till the release. I'm just not. I'm a hype for the game, just because like it's.
Have you seen the?
For most games, it's like I don't like to watch like Kingdom Hearts, a really big one. Like after a couple trailers, I have not watched anything. I haven't heard the opening. I haven't heard any news. I'm avoiding all news for Kingdom Hearts. Just waiting for like
Yeah, you skipped the Don't Think Twice trailer.
I don't even want to hear. Like when I hear that opening, I want to be like, oh my! I want to be. I want it to be so good that I gotta hear the opening twice.
I've actually been every now and then going onto YouTube and listening to that again because it is a very sad, somber theme.
I can't wait to hear it.
But it just sounds so great.
Everyone says, and I can't wait to hear it. But that's
Yeah.
I guess you could say that's the same way that I feel towards Detroit because it's just like.
Well, like the demo is just that one gameplay we saw from E3 when they announced it, that hostage situation.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no spoilers that you don't already know. But like, yeah, unless you count like other endings to that as possible spoilers, because the game's very decision based. Depending on what you do, the game can end any number of ways.
For the most part, though, like when I do start off a game, I like to make all the dark decisions, just because I know people aren't going to do it. So it's just like, man, do you let this person?
So playing the Infamous games, you go for the evil.
Oh, all the time. If I saw someone who's going to get ran over by a train, shoot, let them get ran over. They shouldn't have been on the train tracks in the first place.
Nah, I do it good. I'm a goody two shoes. So moving on to the next game, the Shadow of the Colossus remake for PlayStation 4. I missed out on this on the PS2. I had my Naruto games back here. And I was going to get it on the PS3 like a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was putting it off for a little while though, but it was the Shadow of the Colossus Eco compilation. But then, lo and behold, they announced the PS4 remake. And this game is, people say it's amazing. It's one of the first games that made people think of video games as an art form back on the days of the PS2. And playing through this and finishing it, I can see it. This game is very beautiful. It has a simplistic story, but they do it in a way that really works. And, especially going after the 16th Colossus, like just the sense of scale, you're like, how the hell am I going to kill this thing? And it's the puzzles also, they're not super complex, but they're fun. Except for those small colossi. The ones that are like the size of a bull or whatever. Those guys can fuck right off. Dude, they hit you, and then it takes you so long to get up that they hit you again.
Yeah, sounds like Welgen. That sounds like Zelda to me.
Next thing you know, you're dead.
Breath of the Wild, they really went like to the extreme with the ragdoll mechanic. I mean, you're just falling like. I'll never get my friend. I'll never get over this. She'll never get over it. It's like a meme at this point. When we first ever played Zelda, she was paragliding down to like this hill, and this billy goat spawned, and it hit her.
Now Zelda's the main character you play as, right?
Legend of Zelda. Shut up. You spawned, and what happened was she had got pushed by the billy goat, and she just kept rolling down the hill, and her hearts were going away, and she died via billy goat. And she kept rolling and rolling, and she hit a rock, and she lost a heart. She hit something and lost a heart, and she died. Like that was our first experience. The first time ever playing this game, when we finally got off of the Great Plateau, we landed on a hill with a billy goat, and that was our first death. We died via billy goat.
Like I said earlier, nothing's better than using an arrow in inopportune environments. Like trying to use a fire arrow in the middle of a rainstorm.
I liked how
a bomb arrow
really
like the volcano.
Specific they were with like physics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I think the beginning of the game where you got to go into the ice biome and you didn't know that you have to cook or something to eat something spicy, you could like put your sword on fire or something like that real quick to raise the temperature a little bit. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know like having a torch or stuff like that really affected like your body temperature and little things.
I hate to admit, but I didn't do that stuff when I went to the ice.
You didn't?
There.
Yeah.
I had a shit ton of apples.
Oh my god.
It works.
It works, but it's just like, man, they really thought about the whole like use your brain type thing, or they like if you're going into if you can't swim or something like that, you're going against a current.
Yeah.
go up a river and you're trying to go somewhere, go a little up and swim with the current to get where you're going. I'm like, man, that's cool. Interesting.
Let my experience be a lesson to you. If you're ever on Mount Everest in your underwear, see a bunch of apples, you'll be fine. You won't get frostbite. It's funny how we went from Shadow Colossus to Zelda.
Because you talked about the ragdolling part.
It wasn't even like ragdolling. You just lay on the ground for a while, like, shit.
Oh, I'm breathing.
I was gonna stay still for a second so no one knows that I wet myself when I got hit.
Alright.
Last game
not least.
I've gotten. Well, I guess technically 2 discs, 4 games. The Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy Collection, which nice steelbook with the very simplistic but really nice looking back to it. Like, I wish this was the front because this is very nice, very like it does a lot with a little. Unlike this, where they got to put like every form of Naruto there. The kid, the Shippuden, the Sage, and the Ninetales form. But this is actually really cool because it comes with like a game disc with Storm 4 on it, and a game disc with the other 3 on it. And I believe this is a movie, the Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm version. The edited bonus Boruto anime is from it's a anime thing that was aired at Jump Fest 2016. Nice. But I've also actually been playing through the original Storm on this, which there is a bit of weirdness with this being a PS3 game ported to PS4. Like, mainly with Naruto's like bright yellow hair.
Oh.
It's a tiny bit of weirdness and discoloration, but that might just be because I have HDR enabled on my PS4.
Understandable.
So I notice HDR kind of messes with some stuff if you're not using a Pro. But yeah, 4K TV. 4K. That's pretty much all I've gotten for April. I'm not sure how often I'm going to do these game pickup videos because gaming is expensive, especially via like PS4 games.
So,
as the guy who just bought God of War will tell you.
I mean, I splurge on games. I'm actually thinking of getting a Switch myself lately. So
I would. It's a fun system. Like,
mainly just because I want to bring it to work, but
I don't
this.
Trust my.
I trust myself more. Like, I'm not gonna let anyone touch my car. Like, actually, I recently bought. This was like $300. There's this. I don't know if they have it at GameStop anymore, but there's like this personal gaming entertainment system that has a built-in TV. I actually have it in my car. I have my PS4 in it. You bring a console and it has all you need is 2 cords: the cord to plug in the TV and the cord to plug in your whatever console you put in there. You can play your console just straight off on that. A nice little size TV and everything.
I gotta see this thing over
I love it.
Video.
It's like the size of a suitcase, and it's really convenient. It's like the size of a suitcase. You can have a strap on, you take it off, put it on. It's got 2 storage containers for like your controllers. The only thing you got to find a container for is like your games, but that's it. I mean, it's really, really cool. It was a must. To me, it was a perfect buy because you can literally bring that anywhere. If I was at a hotel, not a hotel or like a hospital, anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hospital, and I didn't feel like waiting in the ER. If I found like an outlet, plug that outlet in, play my game where I'm at. The only problem is that you don't have Wi-Fi, but I play a lot of single-player games anyway, so it's just like
nice.
It's so cool.
So this is supposed to be a gaming pickup video for April, but I'm gonna mention this stuff because I ordered it back in April, and it's not really games, but it's game accessories, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a VGA to HDMI adapter for my computer. Because I'm using a smaller TV, as Zato can see. But, yeah, I got this big 55-inch TV right above the one I'm using for this. And with that adapter, I'd be able to use my computer on the giant TV. So,
it's cool.
I like that. I'm also getting a AV switch so that I can connect multiple different game consoles, whatever, that use AV cords, to the one AV port on my TV. It'll be a small box with like 8 different settings for it. So I can have my GameCube, my PS2, anything else I get, like my Genesis flashback, just any console I use that stuff.
Genesis.
It's a flashback console.
Oh.
It's like the stuff preloaded onto it.
Back in the day. Oh my god.
I was a PlayStation person, so. I also had an N64, but not many games for it.
I have a game that will forever haunt me until I finish it.
Shadow Man?
No. Donkey Kong.
The original Donkey Kong?
64.
Oh, dude, you can do that on like the Wii U Virtual.
It haunts me because I never finished it because of my little child mind being so scared of bees and bugs in general. And there was this bug that came out of this beehive that I thought was a beehive because it looked like a beehive. And I was like, oh, the next mission is in there? Oh, I'm done with the game. I was like, oh, I'm done with it. I beat the game. Save Diddy Kong, that's it.
Done. Tapping out.
And then I guess because when I was a child, I had like a very terrible dream that I did go in there. And there was like this, there was a whole bunch of honey everywhere. And there was this big fat queen bee. And she sent her horde of bees to come chase me. And I woke up and said, like, oh, yeah, no, I'm never going in there. And then I looked up, you know, when YouTube finally came out years later, I looked it up and I was like, it's just it's a mining area.
Did you have a Wii U? Just get Donkey Kong.
Yeah, again, I also want an N64 just for the fact that I want it. Like it's a collector's thing. So
it's an awesome console. And there are some games on that weren't released for the virtual console. So there's that. Although, if possible, I do want to get stuff on. I don't do virtual very often, but the HDMI quality from the Wii U kind of makes it worth it.
Mm.
Actually, I think this happened in March. I got the original Smash Bros. Downloaded onto the Wii mode of the Wii U right before the Nintendo Shop channel closed.
Sad day.
Yeah, there was a lot of good games on that. But actually, it hasn't closed yet. Just they don't accept any more money.
Yeah.
So that's stupid.
About to be doing the same thing to the 3DS. So sad.
They're still supporting 3DS.
I know, but for the next year, because then it's gonna go to the new 3DS. Like this stuff, they actually announced. They talked about it. So my friend was telling me about it more so, and I looked it up. I was like, "Oh heck, nah, no way!
Oh, no.
You're telling me to go get a new 3DS?" And then talking about a new 2DS, and I was like, "Oh no, this isn't happening. You're not just gonna tell me that the 3DS is obsolete."
They just recently released a new form of the 2DS. What the hell?
I'm like, this is no. But like, there's things that are only supported with the new. Like, I can't even get Fire Emblem Warriors. I'm not even a Warriors fan because it's only for the new versions. Because it supports Amiibo and all that sort of stuff, and you can't use Amiibo in the 3D XL.
Yeah, like my Smash Bros. 3DS is one of the older models that doesn't use Amiibo.
That's
you need like
that's the exact one I have, and I'm like,
you need an Amiibo reader.
Yeah, and I'm like, geez, okay, stupid.
Yeah. And I have like $20 there.
Never, not doing that in my life.
No, that's actually one of the big points to me getting Azure Striker Gunvolt on the Switch. That and
and that's all I said. I said, man, if they're gonna get rid of my Nintendo 3DS crap or whatever, I'm just gonna get a 3DS with just a bigger modified version of the.
Yeah, the Switch, the Joy-Cons come with Amiibo readers, so I can fight Shovel Knight now.
God. Alright, well, I think what is that about?
Yeah, that's all my games. Anything else? I mean, oh wow, we've been at this for a while.
Yeah.
We go on a lot of tangents when we do videos, like just weird, nonsensical.
They're very perpendicular, though.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll see if either of us get enough video games within the month of May to do this again or whenever. I'm still gonna look into trying to do a charity live stream because, you know, good causes. Especially with the
maybe we should live stream some gameplay sometime.
Yeah.
Like you just playing a game, like
I've done
live stream your Crucible. No, I mean,
I've done live streams every now and then.
Live stream some of your Slack games.
Yeah,
Let's enjoy you dying.
I don't have a capture card. Any recording or live stream I do through the PS4 since it has that stuff built in.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know. Maybe I'll start doing Crash Bandicoot like things. I mean, I've done some videos on that. I don't know.
Oh, that's another game I'm anticipating. I cannot wait for the Spyro game.
Oh, the
When they
Spyro
announced
Reignite
that,
trilogy.
I was so
Yes.
hyped because that was my kid. That was my kidhood.
And the Mega Man X collection is coming out. I never got to play the X series.
What? Oh man, you're in for it.
I played the Zero series, loved them, super
for a
long.
treat.
Like, my tone character, like, definitely shows that.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, with the purple Z Saber.
A little bit. I mean, Z moves.
It's barely noticeable.
Oh, was that an X skill?
But
Oh man.
yeah, so I'm excited to get to play the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. But I'm not gonna play it on Switch because Switch just gives you like a chip cartridge, whatever you call it, with like half the games on it and a download code for the other 4. Whereas the PS4 version gives you 2 discs. And you know, me with physical stuff. Plus physical stuff saves a lot of space.
I understand.
So yeah, I'm definitely going PS4 with that. Yeah. But super excited for Spyro.
Yeah, I'm so ready. I'm so hyped for that.
I have both Xbox One and PS4, but I'm definitely getting Spyro on the PS4. I do most of my gaming on my PS4.
Most of the stuff.
I have that 4 terabyte external
adventure.
drive.
If I have games that I know when I'm playing with my friends, I get on Xbox. If I have a game I'm mainly gonna pick on myself, so PlayStation 4. But most games go to PS4 because there's like just games, like very specific games that are only for PS4. Lots of anime games or RPG games that are only on PS4 because PS4 is like more.
Yeah, the Xbox didn't sell very well in Japan.
Yeah, so like they make them. I was like, that's fine by me. I'll buy a PS4 just to get this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep Xbox for my
Yeah,
Overwatch.
those Digimon games, I like the Cyber Sleuth.
Like I used to be a COD fan. I died off me, and I'm more of like I play more MOBAs, so you know Overwatch. But that's bad because I have Overwatch for like both consoles.
I actually been thinking about getting that for the PS4 at some point.
Man, you're in for a world of toxicity.
I live in a world of toxicity. You've met my brothers.
Nah, 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 kill yourself. That's basically all you hear in Overwatch. Nag, 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 you suck, nag, nag, kill yourself, nag, nag, leaving the game.
That's what I hear from my youngest brother.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get a live stream going. I'm probably gonna do an unboxing video when I get the PS4 Pro. Because I'm in the process of maybe selling my original PS4 to a family member.
I need to get a 4K TV before I do anything buying those upgrades.
I did that.
Which I'm thinking of getting. Not that specifically, but I have a TV in mind that I really want to get. And
my other brother has like one of those curved computer monitors that are really nice.
Curves.
But yeah, because so I'm gonna be holding on to my original PS4 until I get the Pro and until my family member makes up their mind. But that, and it is so much easier to transfer data between the consoles if you use an Ethernet cord.
Yeah.
Like I did that when I got my PS3, and
actually it's simple, but it's very
it's time consuming.
They went over the top. I recently did it, and I didn't even get everything. So I was like, oh, I'm not going through this again. I was like, I'm not. I was transferring from a friend of mine's PlayStation because I needed the storage. I didn't realize I played a lot more of something on their PS4. Technically, I played it on my account, but I didn't know that it didn't transfer to my account. It's still on their PS4.
Yeah, you can do like cloud storage if you're.
Yeah, and I did that, and it didn't give me everything. So I was like, okay, maybe it's still cloud storage. I was like, oh, so it only saved up to a point. Oh, that's stupid. So I want all my stuff. Because I was playing this fighting game, and I bought all the colors for a certain character, and I go to my profile, and I'm like, I don't have a single color that I bought. So I looked at the money, I'm like, I don't even have money. What is this? I have to restart everything, so.
This is one of those tangents I was talking about.
I know we are. Who said I didn't say we weren't going off on perpendicular tangents.
But yeah, I'm gonna get that stuff set up, and I'll maybe do like a gaming setup video at some point. You know, show this big mess of like 6, 7 consoles I have here. But that'd probably happen after I get the Pro because that would be my baby. Or maybe just like show off my gaming collection. I got a big shelf back there, and I keep a list on my computer of all the games I have, and it's like 113. Oh, that is counting like downloaded games
Just.
and my DS games over on that shelf over there with my movies.
Oh, forgot about that. It existed.
Well, yeah, I got bid plans coming up. I was gonna do a like Kingdom Hearts wish list video, but he doesn't have anything he wants.
I really don't have a wish list because, like I said, I'm ready for anything they throw at me. I'm just like
Being prepared doesn't mean there's nothing you want.
I know, but there's not like what I want is already in it. So like there isn't anything I really. I'm not gonna be.
Like no specific worlds or anything. Like I want Wreck-It Ralph.
I don't have
I
any
love Wreck-It
recommendations.
All right, well, this video is already going on close to an hour, like
Jeez.
15 minutes.
Jeez Louise.
So, if you guys like to see, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Tome RPG video game.
Kerbifer.
Yeah, it's awesome. He live streams doing all these backer characters, and like he changed my character's name a little bit. Like I use the name I use for this channel, Yami. And he changed it to Yami Ken, which he just added in the Japanese word for sword to Yami, the Japanese word for darkness. So it actually kind of works to an extent since my character's sword.
Cool. It's cool regardless, so it doesn't matter what his opinion is. Opinions don't matter in 2018.
Hey, I'm just happy he's letting me use the mud shot for my channel.
It's cool though.
That kind of makes my day a bit.
It makes me wish that I would have contributed my $500.
So you'd be a boss character.
A boss character.
Hey, I gave you opportunities.
I know, but I was also like not. I had other things purchases.
Now that you see what it's like, you're like, damn. I was saying, if you like to see, like, comment, subscribe, check that stuff out. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll see you later.
Ciao.